our loving and generous God, we praise and thank you for the bountiful blessings you have given us. Thank you for giving us a mind that can know and a heart that can love. Thank you for giving us the chance to continue learning amidst the pandemic that have caused a lot of changes in our lives. We are sorry for the times we have failed you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness. Father, help us to focus on our studies. When learning becomes difficult, grant us the gifts of courage and enthusiasm. Grant us the courage to use our knowledge in making a difference into the lives of the people around us. All this we pray in your mighty name. Amen.
Hello, grade 2 pupils. How are you today? I hope you're still doing great. And this is our week 13 lesson of our science class. So kindly get your science book as your guide. Okay, so kindly open your book on page 204. Okay, let us discuss the chapter 6, how important is energy in our everyday lives. So in this chapter, we will be able to learn what are some sources of heat and light and how do they affect us. And also, how are shadows form and how do they change? How are different sounds produced and how are they useful? Lastly, what are some sources of electricity and how do they affect our lives? Okay, so I think all of us went already to the city. So a city, it is where we can find tall buildings, many cars, and it is a crowded place. Okay, so cities around the world become every new year with a fireworks display. So it is a tradition that Filipinos practice because they believe that it brings good luck. So what do fireworks give off? Okay, fireworks give off burning heat, colorful lights, and loud sounds. Heat, light, and sounds are form of energy. So energy can be found in many things and can take different forms. What other things give off energy? Why are they important? Okay, so to answer that question, let us discuss the first lesson in this chapter. Okay, the lesson 32, sources of light and heat energy. Okay, so in this lesson, we have here an important question. What gives off light and heat? Okay, so let's find out. What object can you see in the day sky? Okay, so you can observe during daytime. Okay, you can see the sun and the clouds. Okay, and in the night sky, you can see, of course, the moon and the stars. So we can see more things during day and than at night. So we can also feel warmer in the day and cooler at night. The sun is our main source of light and heat. So light energy lets us see things around us. The light from a source like the sun shines on the surface of an object and bounces off to enter our eyes, allowing us to see the object. Heat energy lets us feel warm. The sun's heat comes from its light. When the sun shines, it warms the things around us. The sun and the stars are natural sources of both heat and light. They give off their own heat and light. But how about the moon? Okay, so the moon is not a source of light because it only reflects the light from the sun. That is why the moon shines during the night or during nighttime. Fire also gives off heat and light. Examples of these are the bonfires, fireplaces, grills, lamps, and candles. Okay, there are some objects and living things such as fireflies, jellyfish, and some mushrooms that can emit their own light in some parts of their body. They are described as luminous. When you say luminous, it is full of or shedding light, bright or shining, especially in the dark. Okay, so those that do not emit light of their own are described non-luminous. Okay, so you can now compare what is luminous and non-luminous. When you say luminous, can emit their own light. When you say non-luminous, do not emit light from their own. Okay, so what about if there is a little or no light when you need it? Okay, just like humans can make or use objects that emit light. These are called man-made sources of light. And what are those things? Okay, this flashlight, and this one is a study lamp and a match. Okay, so these are the man-made source of light. Okay, how about if the light source does not produce enough heat that we need? Okay, so there are man-made sources of heat. Examples of these are appliances that usually get heat energy from the electricity. Okay, this appliance is called a heater. This one is a microwave oven. And this one is flat iron. Okay, so these are the appliances that usually get heat energy from the electricity. So, this time, look around you. What other sources of light and heat do you know? Are they natural or man-made? Okay, so in this lesson, okay, you have there the science fact that light from the sun takes 8.5 minutes to reach the earth. Okay, so it will travel from 8 to 8.5 minutes to reach the earth. Okay, so to summarize the lesson, okay, light energy allows us to see things around us. Heat energy lets us feel warm. The sun is our main source of light and heat energy. So, there are natural and man-made sources of light and heat. Okay, when you say natural, that is made from God. And man-made, okay, it is made of human. Okay, so for more information about the sources of light and heat energy, please watch this video.
Grade 2 Science Lesson 13 Sources and Uses of Heat and Light. We need energy to do work. There are different sources of energy. The sun is the main source of energy on the earth. It gives us both heat and light. Animals get energy from the food they eat. Plants prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight. Sources of heat. Heat is a form of energy. It makes us feel warm. There are different sources of heat. We get heat after burning wood, paper, and fuels. When we rub a matchstick on the surface of a matchbox, there is a flame. Hence, rubbing also produces heat. We use firewood, biogas, coal, kerosene, LP gas, and electricity to get heat. Some sources and uses of heat and light are sun, burning wood, cooking food, drying clothes, burning matchstick, heater, etc. There are many uses of heat. Some of them are given below. Number 1. We use heat for cooking food. Number 2. We use heat for drying wet clothes. Number 3. We use heat for drying seeds, fruit and leaves. Number 4. We use heat for making our body warm. Some uses of the heat are enjoying sunbath, drying seed, drying clothes, warming our body, cooking food, etc. Sources of light. Light is a form of energy which makes things visible. The sun is the main source of light on the earth. There are many other sources of light. Most of the sources of heat are also the sources of light. Sun, moon, electric bulb, tube light, burning candle, etc. are some sources of light. Burning of firewood, petrol, kerosene, and cooking gas also gives light. Some sources of light are sun, burning wood, bulb, lantern, moon, torchlight, burning candle, lamp, etc. Uses of light. Light is very useful to us. It helps us to see things around us. Some major uses of lights are given below. Number 1. We use light to see things around us. Number 2. Sunlight is used to run solar cell, solar calculator, solar watch, solar water heater, etc. Number 3. Plants use sunlight to prepare their food. Number 4. We use light to take photographs. Number 5. We use light bulb and tube light for reading and writing at night. Number 6. We use torch lights and fire sticks to walk at night. My dear children, today we learned about sources and uses of heat and light. Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Mamta, a teacher with a lot of love for my kids. I keep it simple in this channel with reviews and lessons, and sometimes I do fun videos, but for the most part I stay pretty old school. I absolutely love getting ideas from you guys, so please always tell me what kind of videos you want to see in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay up to date with my content. See ya!
Okay, so let us proceed to the next lesson, page 212. Lesson 33, Effects of Light and Heat Energy. How do the heat and light affect us? Light helps us see during the day and the night. It helps us see life around us in different colors. Seeing colors allows us to recognize things and signals clearly. However, we must not stare directly into the source of light as it can damage our eyes. How can we keep our eyes safe? Okay, so we should do the following. Okay, wear shades or a hat to protect your eyes outdoor. Then, next, you do not read in dim yellow light for you do not strain your eyes. Then, you should keep a proper distance from the screen while watching TV. So, dili jud kayo magpaduol ta sa TV kung mutanaw ta. Okay, then, you need to rest your eyes and reduce the use of computers and gadgets. So, if you will use gadgets or your computers, you should wear the anti-radiation glass or imo na ipahuway na imong mata. So, it is not good for your eyes if you will use the computers or your gadget for the whole day. So, kailangan limit ra ang time niya para dili madaot inyong mata. Next, heat helps us keep warm, cook food, as well as dry and iron things. Although useful, heat can also hurt us and damage the things around us. So how can we keep ourselves safe from getting hurt by heat? Okay, so we should use kitchen mittens or holders when cooking. So, mugamit jud ta og just like this one, mga gloves or kitchen mittens para mo-hold ta sa mga hot object kung magluto ta. Okay, and also, we make sure to turn off all the appliances after use. Okay, so light and heat from the sun are important in keeping animals, humans, and plants healthy. So the sun helps keep us warm and nourishes the vitamin D in our body. So plants absorb sunlight in their leaves to make food. This is called photosynthesis. Okay, but too much exposure to light and heat from the sun can also be dangerous. It can cause painful sunburn and dehydration to humans and animals. So for plants, okay, the leaves can dry up and fall. So how do we prevent these things from happening? Okay, so we should apply sunscreen before going outdoors or doing activities that will expose you to the sun for a long time. So, you need to apply sunscreen. Okay, before ka muligo sa dagat, you need to apply sunscreen. Kung magduwa sad ka sa playground, if it is very hot, you need to apply also sunscreen. Okay, you should also avoid staying outdoors for too long, especially at noon and early afternoon. So, dili ka mo stay outside or outdoors if it is too hot. Oh, kanang udto na if it is noontime and early in the afternoon kay sakit na kaayo ang init, then makadaot na siya sa ato ang skin. Okay, so you should water your plants regularly. Doing so will keep our plants healthy and prevent drying up of their leaves. Okay, so in this lesson, we have here the science fact that Solar power comes from the sun's rays. It is when sunlight is absorbed by solar panels to generate electricity. Okay, so to summarize the lesson, light and heat are important to people, animals, and also the plants. But too much light or heat can be dangerous to us. We can practice safety in being exposed to light and using heat. Okay, so that would be all for this week, grade 2 pupils. I hope you have learned something new today. And if you have any questions or clarification, don't hesitate to message me on my messenger account, or you can raise your questions during our virtual discussion. Thank you and God bless everyone!